Hello and welcome back to my channel and to today's video where I am going to be reviewing the Longchamp Le Pliage bags that I have in 2 sizes and 3 colourways. So the original Le Pliage collection at Longchamp is by far their most popular collection. And the Le Pliage design is actually based around the Japanese art form of folding paper, which of course we know as origami. So these bags fold down in 4 very easy steps to go from this to this, which of course makes them a lot more compact, which is why they are very desirable not only for traveling but for ease of storage. Right, so I'm going to start off with the large shoulder tote bags first. These are incredibly popular bags. If you ever find yourself in a European, in particular, airport, you will not struggle to spot these bags. They are incredibly popular among us Europeans. In fact, they are our go-to travel bag because they're lightweight, they're practical, durable, and very classic in style. So this large size tote makes a really good everyday bag, but it very much excels when it comes to using it as hand luggage. And for that reason, I think this size in particular is the best all-round and versatile bag. So this original Le Pliage large tote bag retails at £120 here in the UK, which when it comes to luxury goods is far more affordable than many other luxury brands, which again I think is why it's so popular. It's a much more attainable price point. This is the largest of the shoulder tote bag styles before then moving into the travel bag category, and it measures 11.8 inches in height, excluding the drop of the shoulder straps, which is 9.8 inches. It has a width of 12.2 inches and a depth of 7.5. But as you can see, the bag is not structured at all, and this is why it's easy to fold down into a little parcel for ease of storage. Now the downside of this is that the bag doesn't hold a particularly nice shape depending on what you put inside. For example, if you wanted to use this bag as a day-to-day work bag, which can I just say is a great option for because it is a very classic style, you will notice that the shape doesn't look aesthetically pleasing when putting heavier items in there like a laptop. So my solution for giving the bag a little bit more shape is to use a bag insert or a bag organiser, and I have the perfect size one for a large Le Pliage tote right here. I will leave the link down below in the description box for you guys. It comes in a few different colours, so you can kind of match that to the bag if you want a lighter one because you have a lighter bag, or if you want a darker one because you've got navy, brown, black, whatever is your preference. So you basically just slide this into the bag. It provides a lot more structure and gives the bag a better shape. It makes it look a bit sort of boxier and less flimsy and able to sort of crumple inwards. Now this is not just an insert to give the bag shape and structure, it is also an organiser. So you've got lots of different compartments in here, so you can also keep a very organised bag, which when it comes to either travelling or maybe you're just one of those people that puts absolutely everything, your entire world in your bag, it's nice to have a few compartments in there and dedicated spaces for certain things so that you can remain organised. Right, now let's discuss the fabric of these bags. They're made from a recycled polyamide canvas, aka nylon, and the straps and trimmings are made from Russian cowhide leather. The canvas fabric itself I find incredibly durable and in turn very practical. It has a water resistant, not waterproof coating, so it is relatively practical for rainy days. It's easy to clean. You can just use a damp cloth or a soft bristle brush and some neutral soap if you want to remove any dirt. And if you want to remove any creases on your Le Pliage, maybe it's been in storage and folded for a bit too long, then you can steam those out. Now, as I mentioned at the start of the video, the Le Pliage collection has expanded, so you can now get different fabrics in seasonal collections, leather and raffia for example, but these will come with higher price points and of course different care instructions. So if we're looking at the overall design of the bag, it is very minimal and, as I've said previously, very, very classic. There's no real bells and whistles on here, and the branding is also kept to being very, very subtle. So we've just got the iconic horse jumping logo on the front of this leather flap. The popper button is also engraved with the logo and the brand. Over on the back, you've also got the Longchamp stamp in there, which is embossed into the leather. And then the gold zip pull, again, has that iconic horse jumping and Longchamp logo. And then if we look inside the bag, there is nothing to shout about at all. It is very basic. There are two open pockets in here, so one slightly larger one perhaps for a mobile phone at the back, and then one smaller one for something very small, maybe like a card holder at the front. These have no fastenings on them whatsoever, they are just open sort of flat pockets. However, what I think many people find quite appealing about this bag, especially for travelling and or just city life or city breaks, is that it has a full-length zip closure. So when you are in those busier environments where theft is more of an issue, having a full zip closure is incredibly valuable for your valuables inside. Now, the travel bag has all the same features as the large tote bag, but it's just simply a different size, and this retails for £140. As you can see, it's more of a holdall shape and features shorter handles, which are for hand carrying. These are not long enough for shoulder carrying, and it doesn't come with a shoulder strap. So just be aware of that if you are looking for something to go on your shoulder. Otherwise, it's a great weekend bag, and this small travel bag is an approved airline cabin size, unlike the larger size options. Now, one thing that I did want to mention, because I do kind of encourage and support any of you that want to buy things pre-loved. I think it's a great way to buy luxury goods. I myself do that a lot of the time with the majority of the luxury goods that I buy, because there is definitely money to be saved by buying pre-loved. That said, I was in Turkey very, very briefly over the summer, and I noticed whilst we were walking through the markets, there were a lot. I mean, there were replica this, that, and replica everything you can imagine. But in every shop or stall that we walked past, I saw replica Longchamp bags. And just out of curiosity, I went and had a feel of them just so I could sort of compare, because I already owned my two Longchamp bags and also the travel bag. And they do not feel the same. The fabric feels different. The stitching was definitely off. There are really easy things to spot, like off-center logos, use of poor zips, use of like shoddy metals that are going to tarnish easily. Those are kind of the obvious things. But otherwise, stitching was not great. The fabric was definitely not the same. And so if you are buying, or you're looking to buy a Longchamp Le Pliage pre-loved, if you're looking at sites or rather apps like Vinted, just be extra careful, extra vigilant with what you're buying. And final thoughts on these bags: if you are looking for a really good, practical but classic day-to-day bag, travel bag, diaper bag, whatever it may be, work bag, this is definitely a good option. I have these two. I wear them so much. They've become one of my most worn sort of styles of bag, just because they're so easy to just grab and go, with of course the bag insert as well to give them just a little bit more shape and structure, and of course to organise the contents. Yes, they get 100% a big thumbs up from me, and they will be one of the hardest working items in your wardrobe, because they'll integrate well with any wardrobe given all of the different colour variations and different styles that they come in. Right, there we go. I hope you guys found that useful. If there's any questions that you have regarding anything that I haven't covered, please do ask me those down in the comments section below and I will get back to you as soon as possible. Otherwise, thank you as always for watching and I will see you next time.